Alright guys, welcome back. Welcome back. We'll be taking the GSXR for its first ride today. We'll be back for a proper ride. I'll have to apologise for the sound quality. The wind outside is shocking and I haven't got my microphone with me, so I'll try and speak loud and clear so you can hear me. We're going to be going out for a ride today, me and my dad. Finally some of the coronavirus lockdown measures have calmed down a bit, so we're going to get out and go for a ride out, get this thing and let it stretch its legs for the first time. I'm going to do about 100 miles today. Going out to the Super Sausage Cafe. I've never been, my dad's been before. We're going to meet up with a couple of friends, Mick and Andy and his dad, and we're just going to go out for a nice leisurely ride. Going this distance on a little bike like this is a bit killer, but I enjoy it, so right, let's go put some miles on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Simon, I'm used to all of that.
Going to be sticking in the bowl.
Come off then.
Yeah, well, no, just leave it like that, and I'm going to do the bottom of the bowl and check the float set.
I think I don't know if they're Allen things on them, haven't
They fucking better not be, 'cause I ain't got them. No, it's just one big nut on the bottom. Oh yeah, it is Allen keys outside the bowl. Okay, let me see what I've got here.
Slap the sharp Loctite like in Wales.
He's deadly, isn't he? There's some shit in his carb, so it's pissing out fuel. So I fucking try my best to fix it, I ain't got an Allen key. Then I'm following him, his fucking number plate falls off his tile TD. He's fucking deadly. So now we're in the middle of fucking nowhere, he's zip tying his fucking number plate back together.
Proper 60s bike, this is.
Yeah, fucking award-winning bike builder here, zip ties. Right, let's go get some. He's going to need some more fuel now because it's been leaking so much. It's doing 6 to the gallon like a Chevy V8. Oh no. Come and have a look at this weird scooter thing, it's wicked. How cool is that? The Super Sausage Camp. Loads of bikes, some nice bikes here, and gone quite down quite well. They thought it was entertaining to see some geezers turn up on them, so right, we're going to get some scram. the Isle of Man TT burger as well, please? Yeah. Can I have 2 slices of bread and butter as well, please? Right, so we had some scran. It's a nice ZX 500. Sorry about the wind noise, but we are outside, so it's sort of calmed down now. So we're gonna start heading back. Put this thing together, it never fell apart. It was about to go through your fucking chain. It was about to go through your fucking chain. If your bike could stop falling apart now, that'd be great. That's on the local lunatic. And the local lunatic has some sort of Honda 250. Got a chain across the number plate so you can't read it. Wow, what a machine. Wow, what a machine. What a machine. You can't even read the number plate, like, it's got a fucking fuck over it. I don't know.
Where are you going to get to?
Coventry.
Coventry? That's it that way?
Yeah.
I'm heading this way on the interesting road. This is the good section of the road.
Where's this bring you out then? Norton?
This I will get out by which is the Chippy... Oh, I'm getting the name right. Chapin's Wood End.
Lunatic. That's the lunatic.
That's that way. You will eventually get that Daventry that way.
Lunatic. That's the lunatic.
This goes up towards Caswell.
That fucking local network in the direction.
Up the little back lane. I go past Foxley Parade Lane, which is on that way. This is back roads.
That's a fucking lunatic. That's a fucking lunatic like that.
He's got a masterpiece of an RG.
Well, I was coming down past Ryan, and I was like, "Bleh," and it just went, "Brrr," and I was like, oh shit, pulled in, and then as soon as I pulled in, it was still running, so I revved it, and I went, oh, I think it's run out of fuel. He went, fuel, and I just blew it off.
Well, Jimmy wouldn't have been able to keep up with it.
Who was that fucking lunatic you were talking to? Don't look at me like that. That fucking, they're on the screen.
Oh, I thought he knew you.
He was your mate. Literally, we were there, and he was going, brr, 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 and I was going, that's the local lunatic right
He
there.
went, yeah, the little monkeys, there you are. I think you're trying to follow us. I think he's gone the other way.
Yeah, chasing us.
He was going the opposite way towards the camp, and he must have turned around to catch up with us. He's here. We have to keep hauling on.
He was like, that guy was, you see that guy had like a dirty stock covering his number plate and everything?
I know.
He was fucking bit of an oddball, he was.
Yeah. He said that bike was all genuine. He said it's got matching tyres, it's got oil fucking to the wire.
It looked a piece of shit.
How many fucking
I bet he lives on a canal boat.
I bet he lived on a canal boat. That type of geezer. Right, made it back, guys. It was a bit more hairy than needed to be, but that's what these bikes do. We've done over 100 miles today, and they needed a shakedown. My dad's tail toddy basically rattled itself to bits. Then we sort of secured it, but it had to be on a wonk. And when it was on the wonk, the number plate decided it was going to hit the back tyre and then like fuck off into some bushes. And then the exhauster decided to mount his indicator a bit. So that was good fun. But mechanically it was all right. I mean, we had the issue with the carb and the float, and it kept pissing in fuel. So I reckon it's a little bit of a dirty carb, and the seat for the float just has got grub in it, and it just isn't steaming completely. But while he was riding, while it was on the run, it was all right. It's just when you left it idling for more than a minute, the carb would start filling up and coming out the overflow. So Jigsaw, been okay. Other than a couple of casualties, I've lost a couple of screws in my fairing. That's no big deal. Just rattled out over time. It was flawless the whole time I was riding it. Then on the way back, instead of coming through the back way, we came down basically like the highway, like, you know, the bypass way, and we were hitting like, you know, 65 plus for, you know, a good solid 20 minutes, and it just started to bog down and it died, and then I pulled over and it was still running, and so I pulled off and it went okay then for another minute, and then it was really hard to keep running. I thought, you know what, it's probably just because it's got so hot, because it's just sat in high RPM, because the gearing isn't really set up for what I want. Fourth gear is like, it must be sitting at, you know, at least 4.5, 5,000 RPM. It's just the whole time you're on it. It doesn't have any chance to, you know, chill out and get down. So basically, I'm going to change the gearing on it, and I'm probably just going to stick another engine in it, because that's basically what I want to do. What are you doing?
Turning the petrol off.
Oh, okay. So there's fuel everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, all in all, it's great. But then we needed to go out and shake the bikes down. So that's what they really needed to do. I mean, we've put a good 100 mile on today, and then we obviously went up to the what was it? The sausage calf? Bang.
Super sausage.
Super sausage. It was a good laugh, that was. We were definitely the prime attraction. We didn't see another one the whole time we were out. We saw plenty of other sausage bikes. We didn't see us. So yeah. Yeah, like I said, I limped that back because every time I've come off there, off the bypass, and it kept bogging down and running out of fuel. And what's happened is the fuel tap's got gummed up, and what it's doing is having a supply issue. So while I'm at high RPM for, like, you know, a good period of time, the carb isn't filling back up, and it's running out of fuel. You leave it for a minute, and the fuel bowl gets back up to height, and it runs sweet again. So basically, I think it's because this bike has been sitting for a very long time. I don't think it's had many tanks of fuel go through it, and I filled it up today, and I think what I've done is I've disturbed all the shit and sediment in the tank. Now I think it's settled, and now I've got down to about halfway down the tank again, or like to the last quarter of the tank. I think all that shit and sediment has settled, because it was perfectly fine all the way up there, 50 mile, and then once we, you know, stopped and had something to eat, I think all the sediment and shit that had been knocked around in the tank had all sank to the bottom. Because after about like 20 minutes on the way back, it started clogging up, and I think that's what it is. I think it's just, you know, because it's been, it was sat in storage for the best part of 10 years before I owned it, and I think it's just all the shit and sediment in the tank, and obviously putting a full tank of fuel for it, you're slapping up against the roof of the tank. I think that's just upset all the sediment and stuff, so that's going to want clean. But I'm glad I did that, because if we do go to the Isle of Man still, even though the TT is cancelled, and we just go on the island, I want this to be 100% reliable. To be honest, I'm probably just going to change the gearing for now, not change the engine, leave the 110 in, put plenty of miles on it, because I don't want to be, I've got a 190 engine there, but I don't want to be sticking tons and tons of mileage on it. So I keep waffling, don't I? You like this video, you know what to do. You need to hit that like button and subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications and all that jazz. If you would subscribe to the channel, if you like what we do, I'd really help me. I'd really like it if you would consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. It costs you nothing to do that, and it really gives us, really helps us out. So as always, ciao for now.